Presented by Listen Headlines, latest world news from trusted sources.
New York Times World News. February 28, 5:43 America, New York. Russia's stock market closes and ruble crashes as sanctions hit. The hectic moves were the first signs that Western sanctions were shaking the foundations of Russia's economy. People outside a currency exchange shop in Moscow on Saturday.
BBC News World. February 28, 5:28 America, New York. Ukraine conflict. Mother cries describing fleeing with 10-week-old baby. Eliza Gratch escaped to Germany with her child, but had to leave her husband behind.
Fox World News, February 28, 5:26 America, New York. Ukrainian bishop, Putin is the Antichrist of our current time. A Ukrainian archbishop and spokesman for the Orthodox Church of Ukraine condemned Russian President Vladimir Putin as the Antichrist of our current time as Russia invades Ukraine.
Mirror World News, February 28, 5:15 America, New York. Moment devastating Ukraine drone strikes obliterate 2 Russian convoys. The Ukrainian Air Force has taken out Russian convoys in 2 drone strikes using Turkish-made weapons, with videos showing the missile strike and the ruined remains of the vehicles.
RT World News, February 28, 4:17 America, New York. Europeans to pay a price for Russia sanctions, top EU official. European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen has said Brussels will stand behind Ukraine nevertheless.
WorldCBSNews.com. February 28, 2:34 America, New York. UN General Assembly to hold rare emergency session on Ukraine. It's the first meeting of its kind in 40 years. Also on Monday, the Security Council will meet to discuss humanitarian needs of Ukrainians inside the country and of those fleeing.
Time. February 28, 2:25 America, New York. Russian ruble is now worth less than 1 US cent after SWIFT bank sanctions. Tokyo. The ruble plunged to a record low of less than 1 US cent in value Monday after Russia was cut off from the global bank payment system in retaliation for Moscow's invasion of Ukraine.
Washington Post World, February 28, 2:25 America, New York. Europe welcomes Ukrainian refugees, others, not so much. From nobody comes in to everybody gets in.
New York Times World News.
February 28, 2:24 America, New York. Live updates. As Ukraine and Russia prepare to talk, fighting rages on. President Volodymyr Zelensky agreed to discuss an end to the conflict, but said he feared Monday's talks would not result in peace as Russian forces massed outside Kyiv and the value of ruble plummeted overnight. Civilian volunteers sorted empty bottles to be used for Molotov cocktails in a parking lot in Dnipro, Ukraine, on Sunday.
BBC News World.
February 28, 2:19 America, New York. Ukrainian cities on alert after night of shelling as a crucial day begins. Major outposts in the north still under Ukrainian control despite overnight shelling by Russia.
Fox World News.
February 28, 2:04 America, New York. Russia-Ukraine crisis. Zelensky's on-the-ground images draw sharp contrast with reclusive Putin. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has rallied people across the globe with the images of him on the ground in Kyiv.
Time. February 28, 1:32 America, New York. Russians are taking to the streets to protest the invasion of Ukraine. Moscow. From Moscow to Siberia, Russian anti-war activists took to the streets again Sunday to protest Russia's invasion of Ukraine, despite the arrests of hundreds of protesters each day by police.
Mirror World News.
February 28, 1:12 America, New York. Hit squad of 400 mercenaries under Kremlin orders to assassinate Volodymyr Zelensky. The Wagner Group, a private militia run by one of Vladimir Putin's closest allies, flew in mercenaries from Africa 5 weeks ago, it has been reported.
RT World News.
February 28, 1:02 America, New York. Great Reset architect backs Ukraine. World Economic Forum Chairman Klaus Schwab has condemned the Russian military operation in the country.
Washington Post World.
February 28, 007 America, New York. UN holding 2 meetings Monday on Russia's attack on Ukraine. The UN's 2 major bodies are holding separate meetings Monday on Russia's invasion of Ukraine.
WorldCBSNews.com. February 28, 001 America, New York. Meta says Ukrainians targeted by hackers, misinformation on Facebook. Meta on Sunday said it took down a Russian misinformation campaign along with a hacking group targeting accounts in Ukraine.